So, the NBA teams are trying to trade everybody, and the players are not happy about it. What's up, everybody? It is Coach Ken KSG, and welcome back to the channel. And I know you probably have heard about it, saw about it, or seen about it. The NBA players are speaking out against the teams that are trending them without warning. They're pretty much saying that there is a double standard in the NBA. When players want to get traded, they get more of the heat, while teams, when they publicize their interest in trading a player, then it's more acceptable. That's where it goes wrong. As we've seen, Draymond Green has been on interview pretty much going out his frustration about how the system is against the players, saying that it's not fair. How can people like Draymond that went out to the game getting ready to play and then had to go back to the locker room get changed in the street clothes because he just found out he's going to get traded out of just no warning, and just right there and right in the middle of the game you found out you're going to get traded. Same thing happened to Blake Griffin. Same thing happened to players beforehand. That's just literally having no warning of getting traded, and then all of a sudden you hear about getting traded, and you gotta pretty much change everything up. Wow, when players express their feelings of wanting to get traded because they are not comfortable at the space they're in no more, then it's like they get heat and they get slack and they get heat from the fans, and it's like even fans are not understanding where they're coming from. As people seen the recent trade between James Harden to go to Brooklyn, people hated him for it. Like literally hated him for it. Not understanding the reason why he wanted to leave is because he felt like he put everything into an organization and it wasn't working out. So he said, since I cannot establish a winning team in here, I need to leave so I can be better for myself, my family, and my legacy. So he said, I'm gonna pack my bags. He got straight to Brooklyn, and he went to Brooklyn, and now he's happy and well there. But the whole city of Houston, all NBA called him rats, called him say he sucks, and said he didn't do nothing for the city. But that's wrong. He needed to leave. He needed to leave. It wasn't his fault, bro. It wasn't his fault. Yeah, he took y'all to He took y'all to not championship. Sorry, he took y'all to playoff spots. He took y'all all the way. He was the MVP. That's all he could do. The problem with the organization was they wasn't trying to build around him. They wasn't trying to build more assets for him to bring this team into the championship. And they just, every time they was trying to get that playoff run, they ended up short. So yeah, he had to leave. But say on the other instance, when a team expresses their interest in trading a player, it is just out there. It's whatever happens and then they get traded, and then it's like, okay, who cares? Not who cares, but it's just like, who really? It's okay, trades happens all the time. But just think about how it affects a player. Think about you have a job, just any regular job. You work out behind a desk at a business. Okay, you just a regular office desk, and somebody just came up to your desk and said, hey, you guys go from New York to Toronto tomorrow. You gotta work in Toronto now. And you be like, wait, what? I gotta work in Toronto tomorrow? What are you talking about, bro? That's how they do NBA players, bro. That's how they do NBA players. They literally say you're gonna get traded to another team, another city, another state, perhaps, and you get traded from one place to another, and they expect you to be there in an amount of days. That means no matter what family you have, what establishment you have, businesses, anything you set up in that city, it's gone. It's gone because you're not established in that city anymore. Now you have to leave. You have to leave. So imagine players that literally get traded and has to go to different cities every time. You might say, oh, this guy gets millions of dollars. He gets millions of dollars. Yes, they get millions, but that's stressful, bro. Imagine not knowing where you're going to play at every year. So imagine a star that has mansions, assets in a city that they played for, and now they have to move to somewhere else. That is stressful, bro. That is stressful. Think about Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond had successful lasting in Detroit his first stint, and he was playing his hardest, and then Detroit decided that they didn't need him no more, that with him it wasn't working, so they moved him from Detroit to Cavs, Detroit to the Cavaliers, to the Cleveland, and they gave him no warning. They just said, "We're sorry, we couldn't work with you." They didn't even say nothing. They just packed his bags and left. And he had to go from Detroit to Cleveland. Next, he gets 2 years in Cleveland. Of course, he's not the same player as we know him when he was his first year starting. He's not that rookie. He's not that big, dominant, big man. He's okay. He's all right, but he still doesn't work. But he goes from Cavaliers, and now they say now the Cavaliers say, "Hey, we can't take you no more. We have to trade you again." But remember, they don't give you time to. They don't even give you time. They just say, "Hey, pack your shit. We gotta trade you. You can't even play. You can't even play because if you play and get hurt, your trade stock goes down, bro." So it's like I'm just sitting here for nothing. I'm just literally you're just a modern day slave, bro. A modern day slave. Yes, you get millions of dollars, but what is that power? What is that about, bro? There's a double standard here, and this is how I feel like I should solve it. There should be no slack between players and teams. How about this? If a team wants to trade a player, they have to give the player a 2-week notice if they're going to get traded. 2 weeks notice. You know how with jobs, if they want to fire your ass, but you still have to stay 2 weeks, or you want to quit, but you have to do your 2-week notice. Teams should do that too. Teams should do that too. Also players. If a player wants to leave, I'm gonna put my stamp. I say I'm gonna get traded, but I'm gonna give you my 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks notice. I won't get traded. You got 2 weeks to get me traded, or I can't, or I'm not playing at all. Okay? I will keep playing my hardest. I'll keep my stock up high. I will ball out, but you got 2 weeks. If you don't have it in 2 weeks, I am not playing. And that is right on paper. That should be a contract saying after 2 weeks, if I am not traded, I am not playing. Same with teams. If the team wants to play the trade, that player has 2 weeks to do everything they could do to go to another different team. They're gonna adjust themselves, accept the reality that they're going to be moved to another team, getting their mindsets there. They should be talking to beforehand if they're going to trade them. If they decide to trade them, even if they have inkling that they might trade you, that should be a meeting saying, "Hey, bro, I know we have loved that you would be in our city, and we love what you did for our team and our organization, but we are looking for other options right now, and we think that you should be a better fit on another team." It should be how any employer talks to any employee. It should be like that, bro. There should be a common stand between NBA teams and players. Please let me know what you think about this, guys. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, be easy.